The 2010 census released by the U.S. Census Bureau stated that California has the third highest percentage of Mexicans living in the United States, with 37.6% of Californians having some sort of Mexican descent. Piñatas are a big part of Mexican culture. They are commonly used in birthday parties and around Christmas time as a way for kids and adults to have fun. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, and you can buy them in-store, online, or make one yourself. Today I will teach you how to make a paper mache piñata. I will first go into the materials you will need, and then how to make the skeleton of the piñata, and then how to decorate it. The three most common ways to make a piñata are out of paper mache, cardboard, or a combination of both. The style that I like to use the most is paper mache because it's really easy to get a hold of the materials. You don't need that much space to make one, and the only downside is that it can get a little messy. The supplies you will need to make a piñata, a paper mache piñata, are water, flour, or wheat paste powder, glue, scissors, a balloon, some masking tape, newspaper, tissue paper, string, and some candy. The first step in making the piñatas is to prepare everything. So before you even go into the process of making it, you want to go ahead and get your paste ready. So you want to mix 1 cup of water with 1 cup of flour, or 1 cup of water with 1 cup of wheat paste powder. And Martha Stewart suggests using the wheat paste powder instead of the flour because it prevents cracking. I really don't mind, I just go for the cheaper one. And then so the following step is to blow up your balloon and then cut the newspaper into strips about 1 inch thick. And then you're going to want to shape your balloon because that's going to be the shape of your piñata. So you can use some masking tape to shape your part. The pictures up. Anyways, so the pictures that were supposed to be there are, if you grab a balloon or grab 2 balloons and put them together, you can shape into a heart. And if you want it to be a shape of, let's say, a Yoshi egg, you can just use a regular inflated balloon and then tape the top and then just start pasting around it. The third step is that you're going to want to take a strip of newspaper, dip into the paper mache, and pinch it off with your fingers. So the way you want to pinch it is kind of grab it with 2 fingers and slide down. And then once you do that, you're going to grab your strip of newspaper and place it around the piñata. And pictures aren't up, but the way you're supposed to do it, and the way they recommend the most, my teacher in high school actually recommended that I do it this way, is to lay the strips of newspaper in different directions so that you cover the whole piñata. Because if you do it all in just one way, horizontally or vertically, there's a higher chance of you having gaps in between. And so once you fill it up with candy, a lot of them will fall out before you even break it. You're going to keep repeating steps 2 and 3, which are applying all the newspaper and around it. And you want to make sure you're layering it a couple centimeters down so that you make an opening to put your candy in at the end so you don't have to cut around it. It just makes it a lot easier. And you want to go around 3 to 4 times to make a thick layer to make your skeleton very thick. And the reason why you want to do this is to be able to hold your candy without it falling. And after each layer, you're going to set it aside and let it dry for a little bit. And what this does is that it prevents it from cracking. Because if you keep going and just keep adding layers on top of layers, it's going to become very soggy and it'll rip really easily. I just know from personal experience. You want the skeleton to be really thick, or about like 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch thick. And then once you have the 3 layers around your piñata, you're going to set it aside for a whole night, and then the following day you're ready to decorate. And so you can decorate your piñata in any way you want, but the way to make the colors pop really well is to use tissue paper. And so if you want to make fringes, which look like this, and make it very flary, you roll up your tissue paper like this, and then you cut it up into little pieces like this. And then with some scissors, you're going to make slits about halfway up, and just go all the way through, and then that'll get you some fringes. And then you'll take some glue, put it around the edges, and then you'll kind of just tape it around, or glue it around, and that's how you get the nice color and fringes. And you can really add anything to your decorations. The piñata that I had on the slide was of a strawberry, so they used red tissue paper with fringes, and then they made little seeds with black tissue paper and glued them on. And then the really convenient way that they sealed their piñata, which is the last step, is first they filled their piñata with candy, and then they sealed it with a stem that they made out of paper mache, which is green. So that was a really cute way to seal it up and make it so that you couldn't see the hole. And then what you're going to want to do before you actually start sealing it is cut 2 holes, poke 2 holes using like a pen or anything really. And you're going to place string on both sides, but make sure it's on the opposite sides, because if they're right next to each other, that's not going to do anything. It'll just hang really weird and lopsided. And so to secure the string in place, you're going to tie 2 knots at the end of both of the ends of the string, and then you're going to pull up, and your piñata's ready for a party. And so if you like candy, music, and breaking things, I really suggest that you that you make a piñata and take it to your next party that you go to. They make a great addition to any party, and you can buy or make them in any shape, color, or size that you want. And being from California and having that heavy influence of Mexican culture, this is a great way for us to embrace that Mexican culture.